Hello, beautiful ones. How are you all doing on this miserable sort of Friday morning? I guess it's quite passable, really, for a summer's day in England, which is always raining, always miserable, always horrible. Waffle approaching from underneath this time. So, sorry guys, in today's tutorial, I'm teaching us all how to make this quite bright yellow cream, which is an Ayurvedic scar treatment cream with turmeric and niacinamide. So if that sounds like something you guys at home want to find out how to make, keep watching. Now, the more observant of you out there will realise that my eyes are a bit red because I've been crying all night long, heartbroken, guys. No, I'm joking. This is my festival look. What do you think? All I did was just put some red lip liner, quite a long-lasting lip liner, on my waterline, and with a bit of red eyeshadow, I just blurred underneath. And if you want me to show you how I did this, I could do an entire tutorial on this look with the bindi as well. Put a little bit of lip liner at the bottom of the bindi just to add it some definition, but. Because the red sits opposite the green in the colour wheel, the red makes the green pop, and so hopefully it's making my eyes look a little bit greener. And I'm wearing green too, so today's going to be a pretty green themed tutorial, and also very Indian themed as well. So if that sounds like something you want to continue watching, stick around. So beautiful ones. This has got quite a bit of turmeric in, and the compound in turmeric which makes it so effective against aging and various different skin disorders, which I'll talk about very soon, and I'll start waffling. Possibly stop waffling at some point today, but it's chances are I probably won't. So anyway, yeah, it's called curcumin or curcumin. People pronounce it different ways. I always call it curcumin, although I'm told it's pronounced curcumin, and I'll write it down here somewhere for you guys. And what I'd like to do is when I'm featuring a new ingredient in any of my formulations, I like to do a lot of research. Leave me alone, please. Goodness me. So yeah, I mean, I go onto the line, and what I'm looking for is academic articles or research articles, which then can give me a basis to work from, so that most of in fact, all of my formulas are based on clinical evidence or clinical data, so on and so forth. There's not a whole lot. Leave me alone. There's not a whole lot of clinical evidence on curcumin or turmeric as an anti-aging ingredient. However, it's a very potent anti-inflammatory, and it also helps to repair skin which has been recently damaged. So skin that's scarred or has been recently injured, it can hasten the healing process. So. And of course, if any of you are, sorry, itchy moustache, again, growing vertically as opposed to growing that way, it's going that way. So yeah, you know about my moustache, don't you? I was going to say, if any of you want to know which articles I've referred to, though it's a bit dry, guys, really, and a little bit boring. However, it needs to be done, and I'm happy to do that for you guys out there, just so that then anything that I show you or talk about, I can back up with some clinical evidence or clinical data, or data, as you beautiful Americans people say. So, yeah, shall I talk a little bit more about curcumin, or would you rather me just stop waffling and teach you how to make this gorgeous cream? It's more like a gel, actually. Doesn't smell at all. It looks really bright yellow, doesn't it? And in reality, it is bright yellow, of course, because sometimes though cameras can, video cameras can alter or distort the look of something on screen, basically. So, I mean, that is a pretty good representation of how yellow this is, though, guys. However, if I put a little bit on the back of my hand now. Can you see that bit there? Or look at that bit there? And when it goes on, it does look bright yellow. However, it just disappears into the skin. And it does leave a very slight yellow cast. But because I have... And that's because you've got the cream in there. Do you know what? Because white cream is obviously going to amplify the yellowness, isn't it? Because you put white behind any sort of colour, it's going to make it pop or come to life more. However, you can't see that. Maybe a little bit there. I can see it just sort of pulling towards yellow. However, it's nothing, and if you use this at night time, which I've designed it for you guys to do, then all it should turn yellow is your... Turning my glasses, no biggie now. The bowl of cream didn't go anywhere. So again, Mr. Accident Prone or Mr. Clumsy. Was Mr. Clumsy the one with all the arms? Or that was Mr. Tickly, wasn't it? Mr. Tickles or something. Stop talking about Mr. Men and talk about curcumin cream. Okay. Yeah, so the only thing that it should turn yellow, guys, is your pillowcases, and then it will just wash out. It doesn't stain, so This is fascinating, this article, guys. I'll definitely link this into the description. It goes on to talk about burns from a barbecue fire. Figure 2A shows a patient who sustained secondary degree burns after pouring lighter fuel on a barbecue fire. Oh, it's nothing worse than a nasty burn. Is I'm always scolding myself on boiling water or ironing, or in fact, I don't do much ironing because, well, I just don't. You know what I mean? But have you out there had any really nasty burns? They're horrible, aren't they? Waffle approaching. Right, okay. Get back off that tangent. He was engulfed in flames and sustained burns over his forehead, eyelids, wow, cheeks, ears, nose, lips, and neck. He also singed his hair and eyelashes. He was seen 4 days after sustaining the burns. Why 4 days? Why wouldn't? Oh, it doesn't matter. He was and was much improved 5 days later after topical curcumin used at frequent intervals for the first few days, and appeared fully healed without detectable scarring 2 months later. So again, that article is just trying to compound the fact that, apply, and I think the sooner you get it on the skin, the better. And although it would be very, very painful to put something like, my anti-scar, my Ayurvedic scar treatment, or whatever we'll call that one in the end, onto freshly burnt skin would be quite painful. However, scars take quite a long time to form, so as long as we intervene at some point, even years afterwards, you can still reverse the look of scars. Not 100%, but we can improve the appearance of them, guys. Here's the poor lad. Can you see all those nasty burns on his face? And this is how he looked afterwards. It's amazing. And I might have to put these images here just for your own perusal. There's even more evidence, guys. It goes on to talk about wounds, how the intervention by using topical curcumin on wounds can heal without any scarring. There's crush injuries, there is surgical wounds and scars, and inflammatory skin conditions like eczema and cytokine. Basically, yeah, you know what I'm talking about, don't you? You know what inflammation is. So, put my phone over there. Now we know that. Oh, Samantha Chapman's just uploaded a video. Brilliant. I do like Samantha. Do you remember Pixie Woo? Do any of you remember Pixie Woo? I think it's only Nicola Chapman now that runs it, and she's changed it from Pixie Woo back to Nicola Chapman. And Samantha Chapman went and, after about 10 years maybe of being on YouTube, she went and did something else, and now she's back, and her channel's called Samantha Chapman. So no one's really bothered, are you guys? I can tell, but okay. So as well as being a potent anti-scarring treatment, or scar-reducing treatment is the word we should use, because as I said, you can't get rid of scars 100%. This is also a very, very, very potent anti-inflammatory. So there is, however, a flip side to using topical curcumin or topical turmeric on anyone's skin. It can be very, very sensitizing. And also, if you're allergic to any sort of curry powder or anything like that, do a patch test first. So what you need to do is in the crook of your arm, opposite your elbow, so in that part of your arm, apply, maybe, shall I do one now? Why not, eh? Apply a good amount of the cream. So if I just show you this one here, can you see that cream I've smeared on? Oh, look at that cream now I've smeared on there. And it goes, see how yellow it is, but then it just disappears into the skin, doesn't it? And my arms are pretty white, so because I'm lily white at the minute. I don't really tan, never been a big tanner. Why am I talking to you about my tanning abilities, or lack of them? And now that's on there, guys. And what you need to do is leave that for 24, preferably 48 hours, even longer, 72 hours. Obviously, it means you won't be able to bath or anything, but you could wrap a bandage around it, or maybe even a bin bag, to waterproof it. And if you have any sort of redness at all, then I just would avoid curcumin or turmeric, whatever it's called. Right, guys, without me waffling even further and boring the life out of it, I'll let you get on with your Fridays. I'll teach you how to make this, and it's all, as I said, it's also got niacinamide in, which is also a potent anti-inflammatory ingredient, and I think the two work very, very well together. So that's why I've included niacinamide into the formulation, or formulation. It's up to you. You can always omit the niacinamide if you'd rather. Right, okay. I'll teach you how to make this anti-scar or scar healing Ayurvedic, you see, because that's what this is all based on. Ayurvedic scar treatment balm, shall I? Let's do that. Right, beautiful ones. In order to be able to reduce the look of scars, you'll need a bag of niacinamide powder or vitamin B3, a pot of turmeric or turmeric capsules, a bag of emulsifying wax, a bottle of oil of choice. Here I'm using pure mineral oil. Oh dear. Sorry, I should turn my phone off. A jug full of water, and we're putting that in the microwave a little bit later on. Clean bowl to do our mixing in, of course. I only use 1 spoon in the end, being very, very wasteful there again, so I don't know why I've got 2 in my hand, but you know. Yep, it's a piece, whatever, it's a piece of toilet paper. So get your bag of emulsifying wax, guys. And into the clean bowl, we're going to be adding 1 tablespoonful of emulsifying wax, or EW as I sometimes call it, just showing off really. Yep, thank you, we can see that, lovely. He's good, isn't he? Add 3 tablespoonfuls of oil of choice into the microwave with that until all the flakes have melted in the water and the oil are the same temperature roughly. And so into the oil we're going to be adding 3 tablespoonfuls of hot water. Give that a quick blend together. And into that lot we're going to now add 1 tablespoonful of niacinamide powder. And this will give the formulation energy. It also helps to take inflammation down. It's a good all-rounder actually, niacinamide. So in my hand you can see 1 capsule of turmeric. Just empty it into the cream. Give that a quick stir. Well, not a quick stir, I stirred this for nearly an hour or something stupid like that. Thought my arm was going to fall off at one point. But that's my cross to bear, guys. I mean, you know, I'd do anything for my beautiful ones out there. Within reason, of course. I do have my limits. Can you see how bright yellow that is? It looks like a bit like a curry, doesn't it? And this is the turmeric is obviously the pigment which gives curry its yellow colour. Although it doesn't really stain this formulation won't stain the skin at all. And I'm thinking of doing a serum too. So let me know in the comments, guys, would you, whether you want me to make a serum to go with this balm, please. That would be lovely. Well, I'm going at a rate of knots there, aren't I? And as it cools, it does thicken up. You could even add a few capsules of vitamin E into this, you know, to add another level of scar repair or scar minimization. As I said, you know, you'll never actually be able to get rid of scars. Once you've got them, they're there for life, but we can minimize them and make them look much less obvious. Or a lot less obvious. Wow. Gorgeous if I say so myself. And I just did say so myself. So can you see it just disappears into the back of the hand? It just disappears into the skin, guys. I really hope you enjoyed today's video, beautiful ones. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. And I'll let you all go and have a wonderful Friday. Waffling's not over yet. See you all soon. Thanks for watching, beautiful ones. Lots of love. So gorgeous, gorgeous, so gorgeous ones. Sorry, beautiful ones. So gorgeous ones. That's how we make my my very own unique, and any formulations you make will be entirely unique to you. Get on with it. My own Ayurvedic scar treatment with turmeric, and this, it's just so cheap, guys. I mean, this bottle of turmeric capsules, how many are in there? I have to put my spectacles on. I think there's 90. Okay, and we used one of those, didn't we, in the entire formulation. And you know, that cost something, I think that cost £13. I'll link that into the description. You can buy turmeric any. Why can't I get my words out today? Fumbling and stumbling it with my language as per usual. But I mean, do try and get capsules. If you just use culinary or cooking turmeric, it won't it won't be anywhere near as potent as using capsules, because these are standardized to a certain, these are 500 milligrams. So, and my bag of niacinamide powder costs, I think, something like £9.99. Again, I'll link all of this into the description. And there's possibly around 150, possibly around 200 mils there. So certainly less than £5, guys. I mean, none of my formulations are really, really, really expensive, are they? No, they're not, guys. So, and yeah, I mean, although it, over there, although it does pull quite yellow when you first put it on, it just disappears into the skin. And there's already a layer on there from before. As I've already said, this, it won't really stain your skin, not for long anyway. I mean, it may just give you a slight, sorry, moustache is really itching now. It may give you a slight yellowy cast for the first hour or so. Again, it won't last very long, and it's certainly not permanent, guys. Did I tell you my sister's here? She's staying with me for a few days. She's having a few love issues, but aren't we all? She doesn't want to come and say hello, though, guys. She's really, really shy. But she said for me to say hello. Hello from my sister Sian. S-I-A-N with an accent over the A. Welsh name, because we're all Welsh. Waffling approaching from all angles now, guys. I'm being bombarded by waffle, and so are you beautiful ones, aren't you? And as well as being ultra cheap, this is an ultra clean formulation. There's no preservatives in this formulation at all. And I don't really like to use preservatives, although it'll probably go rancid a little bit quicker than if you didn't. As I say in the tutorial part of this video, though, you can add some capsules of vitamin E. That would go really, really well in there. And that would also add another level of scar repair. Or, goodness me, sorry, I'm just in so much demand at the minute. It's just silly. Yeah, no, a few capsules of vitamin E will just add another level of skin scarring repair. I would use this every single day for as long as it takes for you to start, you know, seeing an improvement in scars. And you'll probably see an improvement because it's going to be a long old process, guys. I mean, you know, scars take such a long time to form. Their healing and their minimization will take a long time too, unfortunately. But at least now we have stuff like, you know, the Ayurvedic turmeric box. I've just smeared it everywhere and I get really anal about that sort of thing. I would say all skin types could possibly benefit from this, and the only one I would say would be an exception would be dry skin, guys, because turmeric can cause, or curcumin or curcumin, must start calling it curcumin as opposed to curcumin, because that's not right at all, is it? No, it's not. Can cause quite severe dryness. So again, you know, do your patch test in the crook of your arm, and if your skin starts to get really dry, or you just maybe just do a patch behind your ear for 72 hours too. Just avoid it if you have got dry skin, guys. Maybe use some silicone or something instead, but sorry. That's it for today, beautiful ones. If you enjoyed today's tutorial, please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Similarly, consider, which one? That one, isn't it? Moustache itching again. Consider subscribing so you're kept abreast of every time I release new videos, which is pretty regularly at the moment. I'm away on Sunday for a week. I'm going on holiday, so I'll try and do vlogs whilst I'm away. Where we're staying is that I know there's a brilliant, I suppose it's quite a bargain bucket beauty shop, and I'll probably be spending 3/4 of my life in that shop, spending 100% of my money in that shop, if that makes sense. And as I say, I'll probably be filming vlogs on a daily basis. I won't leave you guys unentertained anyway. So, and also, whilst on the subject of my channel, one day I'm going to change the name of this channel either to JMS or the House of Joseph. I'm not really pleased with Joseph Makes Skincare. I think it's too limiting, considering I'm going to be training to be a makeup artist soon, and I'm going to be filming vlogs of that journey too. And I'm also reviewing tons and tons and tons of makeup and stuff at the moment, aren't I? So I thought a more fitting name, so the House of Joseph, possibly. But again, that won't be for at least another 6 months or something. Right, tangent over, guys. I'll let you go and enjoy your Fridays. Thank you so much for watching, guys. And all that remains is for me to wish you beautiful ones a gorgeous Friday. Have a lovely weekend, and I'll speak to you all very, very soon. Lots of love. Take care.